In Nigeria, about 500,000 units of blood are collected yearly out of the 1.5 million units. No doubt, the demand outweighs the supply. Today on Soundhealth, our focus is on achieving voluntary blood donation in the society. I'm Olasumbo Modupe. Welcome to the show. Thanks for staying with us on Sound Health. I have with me Dr. Modupe Iola, consultant hematologist and executive secretary, Lagos State Blood Transfusion Services. Dr. Iola is going to give a perspective on how to achieve the culture of voluntary blood donation in the country. Welcome to the show, ma'am.
Good afternoon, viewers. Thanks for having me.
When does the need arises for blood transfusion?
Well, the need arises when a person is short of blood, and it is when that shortage of blood is severe, then you need to replace the blood. Okay. And generally, people that need the blood are people who are involved in road traffic accidents, those who are in the hospital as a result of shortage of blood, like when you have cases of bleeding during childbirth or during pregnancy. You have cases of people with sickle cell anemia that are, generally short of blood. So when they are in crisis, you may need to replace their blood. People with bleeding disorders like hemophilia, sometimes, you need to give them blood products. And there's people with cancers too, they do need blood. Anything that causes loss of blood in the body, and that loss is severe, then that calls for replacement of the blood.
No doubt blood is essential to mankind. What is the structure in place for this procedure to take place?
Yeah, there's a structure in place. For instance, blood must be collected first and foremost before it can be transfused. So there's a structure. For instance, Lagos State Blood Transfusion Service was established in June 2004, and since then it has been the central coordinating body for all blood transfusion services in Lagos State. both in the public and in the private sector. So each public hospital, there are 26 of them, have their own blood banks for immediate needs. Lagos Island Maternity Hospital have their own blood bank, Bagada General Hospital have their own blood bank, and all the 26 hospitals, so that immediately they need blood, they can collect from their own blood bank to give the patients that require it.
Okay, doctor, can you please take us through the routine of blood donation? How do you get the blood that are transfused on a daily basis?
Well, blood can be sourced from donors, and there are different categories of donors. We have the voluntary blood donors, we have family replacement donors, and then we have the commercial blood donors. In public service, we don't use commercial blood donors because we don't invite them. But we do advocate for voluntary blood donors and family replacement donors. The family replacement donors are those donors that will replace the blood that has been used by their relatives, maybe their fathers or mothers or children, uncles, aunties. You know, what they do is that once the sick patient uses the blood, now the family needs to replace it.
Okay.
But voluntary blood donors are those ones that have no relationship with the patients. There are people that donate their blood for free will. You know, they do it as an altruistic venture to help people, to save the lives of people that need it. And that was exactly what happened during the collapse of the building at Itafaji. Many people came in, they don't know those people that were affected, but they came in out of their own free will to donate blood for those who require it. And these voluntary blood donors are the best donors that are recommended by WHO to donate blood, because they have found out that, you know, that they have less prevalence of transfusion transmissible infections. And these are donors because they are doing it free will. Nobody is compelling them. When they come, they give you true picture of their lifestyle, of their health, which are things we take into consideration before we say somebody is qualified to donate blood. They tell you their addresses, they give you their true phone numbers, unlike the commercial blood donors and sometimes the family replacement.
Okay, that brings me to my next question. What is the difference between commercial blood donors and voluntary blood donors?
The commercial blood donors are those ones who collect money for every unit of blood they have donated. And they are usually desperate people, because when you tell them they are not qualified, they are pleading because of the money they want to collect. And you know, a lot of them, they have a kind of lifestyle that's really make them to be at risk to contacting the transfusion transmissible infections such as HIV, hepatitis, syphilis. Okay. So that is why they are not recommended. Okay. And it's been known that anybody that will collect money for donating blood that is freely given, there is nothing they cannot do. And so they are not recommended. But voluntary blood donors, like I said earlier, they are those ones, you know, who just want to save people's life. They do it free will. They just feel that, oh, somebody out there needs my help. And so they go to hospital, donate the blood free will. They don't collect anything. And they are the ones we're saying, usually they give you all the correct information about.
So what are the requirements for this act?
The requirement for blood donation is that you must be between the ages of 18 years and 65 years old. The person must have a weight of at least 50 kilograms or 110 pounds. That person must also have enough blood, because we test to see that the hemoglobin level is at least 12.5 grams before we can bleed that person. The blood pressure is within normal before we can bleed such a person. And looking at such a person, generally, one must be satisfied that that person is looking healthy. Those are the things we try to check. And then there is always a questionnaire to answer questions about your health. Are you diabetic? Are you hypertensive? What drugs are you using? Do you have heart disease? And so on and so forth. And concerning lifestyle, have you been exposed to multiple sexual partners? Which are the things that put you at a risk of contracting this transmissible infection. So the questionnaire takes information about the lifestyle and health. So when we look at that questionnaire, if all that you have marked shows that there is nothing to worry about, then we will tell the person to go ahead.
Why do people who need blood pay? Do I need to pay for blood before getting it?
Well, blood donors don't pay for donation. I mean, it's because they are doing it to help. But the patients that will use the blood must pay for all the processes that the blood has gone through before it is issued to the patient. What are those things? First and foremost, every unit of blood collected must be screened for HIV 1 and 2, hepatitis B, hepatitis C, and syphilis. And these are mandatory by WHO. Everyone that is operating a blood bank must have those ones screened after collection. And after the collection of the blood, sometimes we break it into its components, because 1 unit of blood can be used by about 3 people. Yes, the red cells, the platelets, and the plasma. All those ones is part of the processing. You are given what the patient needs exactly. If a patient needs red cells, you just give the red cells. If a patient needs plasma, give the plasma. If a patient needs platelets, just give. So it is part of optimizing the use of blood. Now, the other thing is that before you can even give blood to anybody, you must know the blood group of that patient, and the blood group of that blood you are given, they must be compatible. Blood group A must be given blood group A. Blood group B must be given blood group B, and so on and so forth. But medically, if one blood group is not available and you want to save life, yes, you can look at another one that is compatible. Now, apart from that, you don't just look at the blood group alone. You must match them, which is what we call cross-matching. Your blood group A, the blood you are given is blood group A. You still do some tests to see that in the test tube they are compatible. It's not just by looking at the blood group alone. And it's only in emergencies that we just quickly take the blood group. But with that behind, we still go ahead and do the cross-matching. So just to be sure that we're given the correct blood group.
And I hope it's cost-friendly.
Yeah, it's cost-friendly. For all these processes, we do out the blood for 7,000, and that has included the screening for 5,000.
Wow.
And all the consumables we use to collect this blood are also part of the cost. The blood bags are not free.
Yes.
The antiseral we used, the reagents we use to test are not free. Now, when you are even talking about the blood components separating into different bags, the blood bags that we use are even more expensive than when you are given it as a whole blood. So everything is costly. In fact, going out to source for donors is also expensive. The advocacies are there, logistics are there, and all other things that we can put together. So government has actually subsidized the cost of 1 unit of blood before giving it to the public.
On a daily basis, how many units of blood are ordered? Can you please place a tab on that?
Well, if I would give you a figure, that figure will include the one for every hospital, which is there are 36 of them. So it depends on the volume of patients that attend that hospital. For instance, let me say in a month, there are some hospitals that will issue out up to 3,000.
Wow.
There are some that will issue out up to 2,000. Some may not even do more than 500 units in a month. So it varies like that in various hospitals depending on the large volume that comes. For instance, Island Maternity Hospital uses large volume of blood. Hospital like Bagada General Hospital Lagos, Ifako Ijaye, Ikorodu, those are big hospitals that use a lot of blood, and they could use up to 3,000 in a month. If we want to divide that by 30, it will be like, let me say, it could be up to 20, 50 or something like that.
Wow.
On daily basis.
Okay, I have been talking to Dr. Modupe Iyola, consultant hematologist and executive secretary, Lagos State Blood Transfusion Services, on how to encourage the culture of voluntary blood donation in the country. Sound Health continues with trending and home essentials. Please stay with us. The program continues in a moment. Unfortunately, the demand for blood in the society outweighs the supply. You can contribute positively. Give the gift of life by voluntarily donating blood today. That ends Sound Health this week. For comments and inquiries, please log on to our website or follow us on social media at LTV Social, #Sound Health. A sound health is a sound mind. Make healthy living your choice.